5, you can see him right away flexing one of his hands.
Hey, Terry. This is Jimmie. You know Jimmie. How does that feel?
When it hit in the car,
The steering wheel.
it spun real fast.
Yeah, it spun. Correct. I can confirm that. So I feel like I let go of the wheel and I felt the wheel kind of rotating around and it nicked me the first lap by, and the second time by it made, I think, the bottom of the wheel hit. Terry Trammell has been in the sport for a long time to help drivers back in the seat. We had him on FaceTime and he was FaceTiming with our engineers here. And then we have carbon parts and pieces here and the ability to make carbon fiber components.
We have to do everything we can to make you successful today. That's our focus.
Okay.
Eric Cowden came to me and he said, we need to make Jimmie a carbon splint for his hand. And I said, what? Never done that before. Like, okay, I need details. Whatever it takes. Right, Blair?
That's right.
The team went to work and built this splint. Had to set up overnight. Came in this morning pretty early.
This morning when I came in to trim that thing up and make it fit his hand, I was shaking uncontrollably. Because I'm serious, I was so worried that I've completely wasted his time. No matter what our job title is, we were hired to help. And that's what I want to do. I just want to help.
I talked to the specialist. The specialist is like, look, it's up to you pain-wise. So I just want to be responsible. Okay. I don't know. Okay. For the shot. Forget the character's name on Happy Gilmore that lost his hand to the alligator. Chubbs, yes. So I'm gonna be Chubbs today. We've stabilized it and it feels good here in the pits. So clearly I want to be in the race, but ultimately I'm gonna need a screw in it so that I can race Barber and be ready for Indy. So as long as I can manage the pain that I have here this weekend, we'll have to go try the practice session and see how it goes.
What happened yesterday to Jimmie Johnson? He didn't get his hands off the wheel into the tires. He's essentially questionable for the rest of the weekend, Nate.
He is, Kevin. He has a fractured right hand. He has been fashioned with a carbon fiber splint to help stabilize the injury, and he's going to give it a go here in practice. He's been told by his engineer, Blair Julian, that he's doing a great job and to stay after it. He's made 2 pit stops that just seem relatively...
Oh! Nate, he's in the tire barriers again. Whoa, just didn't make that corner.
Higher than 1.
And the frustration, you can just see it. Jimmie's so angry at that mistake.
Let's see how he is, I guess. So what do you guys think? You think his hand's okay? He was animated, which is unlike Jimmie Johnson.
You could see he was hitting his good hand.
He doesn't normally rattle. You know, he's real even. And so when the visor came up and you could see the animation in the cockpit, just was like, whoa. You don't usually get that from him very often. I think it's going to depend on what the doctor says, but I think he will do everything possible to race. We'll see.
Back here, maybe?
Sorry, homie.
The hand's okay?
Yeah, I think it's more in line after the x-rays we just took. I had no pain really on track and felt great. Just was trying to go too fast into turn 1 and locked the tires and got wide. So, you know, just I hate making mistakes, and I've made 2 now.
Have you decided about tomorrow?
Yeah, I feel really good about it. You know, there's still qualifying today, and we'll get through all that. But guessing that I'll be in the car on race night. No one wants to let the team down, you know. So as long as you can go, you want to go. I've been in more difficult situations. I've raced through them. Never fun. Trying to figure out how to get comfortable and stop thinking about the injury and try to do your job.
Yeah.
They want to go back and they just stick it. Oh,
Yeah.
You're trying to get
Well,
back.
okay, right here. We're not quite sure what kind of damage we got. We know the front right corner is compromised, so we got little time before we have to get out for qualifying. We basically got 70 minutes to potentially do what is usually 2 or 3 hours of work, so we'll get it done. Get those side pods off, TJ, too.
Rear springs.
Yep.
There's really two paces that the world operates on. There's the real world, and then there's racer's time. And we work on getting things done. If it has to get done, we'll figure a way out.
What he's doing behind the wheel is basically the pinky is out of play. In the right hand, he is steering just with these two fingers. This is the clutch finger. So Jimmie has his hands full while he's out there on the racetrack. He said, so I'm gonna see what I can do here in qualifying. And yes, I plan to run the entire race tomorrow.
Red 2, this lap, and one more. Time to go. We should get one more lap here, it'll be close to the timeline. No, we didn't get it. Pit. Hit this lap. Nothing too eventful. Confidence on brakes. Just don't have the security. Probably still flinching a little bit from the turn 1 incident, but I don't have the most stable feeling in that braking zone. I really want to release the brake and let it go.
All right, well, we'll have a look at it and see what we can do for tomorrow. Try to settle that entry down for you.
No, we didn't even make it trigger on one. No. I just backed it down because I'm tired of crashing in it.
It's frustrating, man.
This has been about 24 hours into perfecting my icing routine. Found a good little way to do it. It's where sometimes icing hurts more than the injury, but it works. Iced it a lot last night and then slept with it elevated. It was swollen, but not like I'm used to seeing a broken hand swollen. There's a knot there. There was much more of a pronounced knot. And to my surprise this morning, after wearing, this is the thing that IndyCar worked with me. It seems pretty basic, but ironically this morning, wearing it in practice, it reset the bone. I spent a lot of time last night talking with a specialist. Both were like, it's broken. You know, we can put a screw or a pin in, and I think I will do that when I get home. But they're like, it's broke, you can't hurt it anymore. So as long as you can handle the pain and the splint is supporting you, go for it. I'm at a point now where ready to race. I think with a lot of ice, you know, whatever pain meds is allowed per the series, and, you know, I'll make sure I'm topped off on those and let it rip. The fans here at the track don't know what's going on that day, that moment. It's an interesting experience when you're in race mode, when you're trying to deal with things.
Hurry! Oh my God, hurry, come here!
Man, I got a broken hand trying to get to the car.
My husband's not walking very well.
Good luck.
If somebody wants me to stop, sign for an autograph, and I have that argument in my head of like, man, don't you get it? And then I'm like, no, stop. Be okay.
Hurry! He's right here. Thank you, good luck.
On to the grid. Come on, guys. We need to go. Everybody off the grid, please.
fun.
Make sure your hands stay safe. And Daddy, remember, whatever you place in, still be good.
Thank you, baby.
Because you tried it, you'll be fine.
You got it.
And don't hurt your when you crash, put your hand.
Thank you. Good luck, Jimmy. Where were you Friday?
All right, love you.
Love you, Mama.
Grand Prix of Long Beach 2022. Let's do it.
And Colton Herta wastes no time, drops the hammer, and just dumps Newgarden. And look at Palou.
He's made 2 mistakes this weekend. They've cost him dearly. He's trying to get out of a hole, but he can't make mistakes, and he knows that. And he's going to have to be really clean. He's going to have to be really clean. To come from where he's been all weekend, and if he could get out of here in the top 15, I think that would be a win.
This is where Romain Grosjean is going to have some advantage in this slower section on those red sidewall tires as they come through. Marcus Ericsson in the wall. He keeps it going, but that will be game over.
No!
And he takes out Dixon.
His teammate hits him from behind.
Nice work there. We see what you're doing. You're ready to. 51 car on your tail.
Left side, real behind you.
About 20 laps to go here. We're just trying to get to the check here. Doing good. He's getting some good racing in right now.
Big crash, Jimmie Johnson and rookie David Malukas. Turn 8. There's another caution.
A little fire on Jimmie Johnson's car as the AMR safety team races out to check on the drivers. That's the right front.
That's not a little fire anymore, Johnson. That's a big fire and growing. We definitely need to get something on that.
Yeah, I mean, common issue here. The brakes get super hot on a street circuit when you come to a sudden stop. There's the fire extinguisher. What a weekend Jimmie Johnson's had. Boy. Third time into the wall.
Jimmie Johnson out of the car with that injured right hand after crashing in exactly the same spot earlier this weekend in the very first practice, and then again at turn 1. There's David Malukas in the background, the youngster in his first season of IndyCar racing.
The race didn't go as well as we would have hoped. It was looking pretty good. I think we were up in 17th. I haven't spoken to him yet. I suspect he probably just got a little bit wide and got into the marbles, and street courses are notorious for gaining a lot of marbles. It's probably something he's never seen before in his previous experience. So that just takes all your grip away. Went in the corner, got a little loose, and next thing you know, he's in the tire wall. So challenging weekend all around for everybody, not just Jimmie, but the mechanics. But everyone pulled together, did their job, and we'll regroup.
Just got caught out by the rubber buildup on the track. I've never experienced anything like that in my career of racing. The rubber laying down to the road and stacking up and the globs of rubber that are there. I just got a little wide into the corner and was in all that rubber, and I could feel the car kind of just rotating around as a result. And unfortunately learned another lesson this weekend. When I first came into the IndyCar series and would go into our shop, they even have the mantra written on the wall. Indy 500, that's the first point that's made. Championship is the second priority. Expectations are there at the highest of levels for everyone involved. That's a moment that I think any driver dreams to be in their career. Knowing that I have a real shot to be competitive there feels great.